Hi everyone. Today on Hello Susan, I want to share with you a journal that I just finished. It turned out gorgeous. I hope you think so too. Here's the front, and this is the back, and this is a wrap. And what I did was I had a lot of leftovers from other projects, and I thought I've got to find a way to use all of that. And so I came up with the idea for a wrap. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. And in another video, I'm going to show you how I made it, because I've got some more scraps left over. So first of all, this little flower right here has got pearls and rhinestones on it. It's Battenberg and appliques and netting. So I've got some chiffon ribbon right here that I closed the journal with, because the wrap is what's holding the journal closed. And so it opens up like that. Let me move the journal out of the way so I can show you this wrap real quick. It kind of blends in with my background here. Let's see, do I have anything I can set here? Maybe I do. I don't know. Let's see. Got some stuff around me. Let's see if I can use this. This piece of paper could work. Okay. All right. Just so you can see the construction of it. Okay, so here's the front, and as you see, it's just bits and pieces just all glued together, but because it's all the same colors and monotones, you can't really tell where one begins and one stops. So what I started with was some netting, and then I just started, and I put my tie, so I have that running through the whole thing. And then I just started adding pieces, and I kept putting it on the book to see if it needed more, and you know, you just have to kind of play with it. But then I thought, okay, well, this is looking really pretty. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. And it didn't look quite so great, so I added an applique here and I added applique here so that it'd be pretty on the inside too. So that's the wrap. Let me move it out of the way and bring back in this journal. Now this is a 4x6 journal. It's got 92 pages, fronts and backs. Let me go out just a little bit. Well, and let me get this paper off of here. Okay, that looks prettier, doesn't it? Okay, so the cover, I printed out pictures of flowers. See if I can show this to you. And I cut them out so that I could put them, well, I'm not having any luck right there. There we go. So I could put them on the outside of the book to make more decoration. And I did that out of cardstock. And I did ink around the edges, and then here's a little butterfly. So I covered, this was a 9x6 envelope, and I covered it with this pink lace. And then I did put lace around the binding so that it would be sturdy. And this is what the back looks like when it's not opened up like that. And this is the front. And then what I did here was I printed a picture. You know how you see them all over where they have the oval and you can write in there. Well, I tore the little oval out so you could see the card behind it. And the card behind it is a little bunny. And then here's a bow out of lace. And then I put a flower right there and another fussy cut flower there. So you open it up and it's got some lace there. See, here's some more of those flowers. See, I wanted to put these flowers everywhere. I just had this in my mind that that's what I wanted to do. Here's some lace gathered right there. Look at that bunny. This is a woman holding that bunny. That picture, oh, I just love it. And so it's got some of this gold trim that I put in. And see how I used the cards. I did it double-faced so that I could match it and mirror it, so it'd be on one side of the page at the same time, but then it would look exactly like it was supposed to be, like that. And then here's a place for you to write, and there's some trim there. Here's a pretty picture of a bird, and here's another one of those flowers. Here's an applique and some lace. And then you open this one up, and you've got another place to write, and I put another rose right there and a butterfly. So I thought that was pretty fun, and we haven't even got into the journal yet. This is just on the cover. I saw, who did I see doing something like this? I think it was Amity Bloom. She does some things before she gets into the journal. And so this was my take on some of the things that she was doing. Okay, so now we're finally getting in. That was just the cover. So now we're getting into the journal. And this is the inside of the first page of the journal. It's an applique. And I do point out all my laces and trims just in case the camera's not picking it up. And then see, here's some more of those roses and some more roses right there. And that, of course, I made this one into a pocket, and it's got a couple of tags in it. That one's got an applique, and that one's got ribbon. And then you can see, this is where I covered the cover, and I let it hang down a little bit instead of folding it up underneath it. So now, I thought that was this page. We still had one more page to go. Okay. So now we're on the inside of the journal. And it's got a beautiful pink applique right there with some trim that's pink and green. And this kit I used to make this one is Shabby Pink. And it's a digital kit on payhip.com. I will put a link in the description box in case you want to make one using these papers too. And this is a pocket. That's a sequin flower, and it's got 3 tags in it. Got some lace right here as a cluster, and then there's some trim here. Some birds and pink. Very feminine, this one really, well, they all, you know, I feel like when I'm making them that I don't know what I'm doing until I'm doing it. So they're all pieces of art to me, and they always touch my heart. And this one has some gold. I did use gold quite a bit in this one too. And there's some trim that's white with gold centers. And then on this side, it's got trim that's roses, and then the scalloped edges. That's a little cluster at the top of that one. And then here's some lace with some gold. Here's a pocket with a couple of journal cards and tags. This is some of that organza flower with beads. This is one of my designs. It does not come with the kit. It's just something that I put in all my journals. Okay, and then here's some trim, and that's pink with gold leaves. It's a cute kitty with flowers. And this trim has got the gold in it, and there's some trim here. So it may be a small journal, but it is packed with trims and everything you can think of. A couple of journal cards there. I just love this gold ribbon that I found. And this is some trim right here and some pink trim there. This is another page that I designed specifically for this journal. And then here's some sari silk and another one of those organza flowers with the beads for the centers. Gold bow and some lace trim and lace right there. Predominantly pink, but pink and gold, I guess you would say. And then here's a cute scene of a park. Some pink lace there, some trim here, and 2 journal cards. And I do use rayon seam binding for my little toppers there. This is a paper clip, and it's double-faced. And there's some trim on that. Isn't it pretty? This kit is just so feminine and so pretty. Okay, and this pocket has a couple of tags. This is a piece, I think I bought this from Anna from Oldacina Scrap. That's one of her kits. I just love that. And since she already designed it and it's perfect, I just use it just the way it is. It's one of those little samples that you put lace or fabric or something in. If you haven't seen that, you might want to check her shop out. She's on Etsy. Well, let me get that back in there just right. I don't want to mess anything up. There we go. Okay, so this little bird has got some sari silk and a ribbon right there and trim at the bottom. That's a barn swallow, and then here's some more of that trim that's pink with gold leaves, and some more trim at the top. And here's a little cluster right here. Here's some gathered Swiss dot netting with some trim. Journal card. A couple of journal cards. And there's some more of that trim that's got the gold leaves. Oh, I just love that. And here's some of that organza flower with the beads. There's 2 journal cards and a little one right there. And then I like how it gets a little bit of pop of this teal that I put in there. Because, you know, you can, I love pink, but every once in a while it's just nice to shock the eye with another color. And this has got some trim right there. Morning Glories, love those. There's some trim that's pink and green, and here's some of that eyelash trim. And this one actually has little acrylic beads in there. Can't very well see them, but I thought that was a cute touch. And here's a flower that's made out of chiffon with the rhinestone center. And this is the center of the book. There's a pocket with a couple of tags and another page with that lace with the gold in it. There's another one of those samples. So cute, aren't they? And then this is that lace that has the gold on it. So beautiful. Bird's nest with some pink lace. There's some trim there. Here's a little cluster with sari silk and some dot netting. And then on the bottom it's got some little birds. And this says, it says, dreams or illustrations from the book your soul is writing about you. That's some of that gold trim. There's a little envelope, and I put some little bits in there for you. And then, of course, there's one of those roses again, and some trim. That's a fussy cut butterfly. This has got some netting and some of those roses. There's some trim right there, and trim right here, trim right here. 3 tags. It's a bunny with some trim at the top and the bottom. There's some trim right here. Lots of places for you to write, put pictures, just whatever. Draw in it. There's some of that trim that's got the gold in the center. And then here's some more trim. Little trim right there. There's a pocket at the top. It's got a journal card in it, and that's a bow with a pearl, and then some more of that gold lace. This has got some pink lace right there. Here's a little cluster with a sequin flower, and that's some gold trim right there. And then here's some more tags. There's 3 in that pocket. And some trim. Actually, that's an applique. And here's some trim on that side and this side. Look at that cute little girl. And then here's that pink trim again with the roses and the flowers. And this opens up and it says, "You are enough." We always got to remind ourselves that. And that's some of that gold lace. And we're almost to the end. This is a fabric pocket. It's got a cluster right here, and then there's a tag. And let's see, another pocket with some tags, and that's some of that pink and gold trim, and that's some trim, and more trim, and let's see, there we go. That's the end of the book. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. See you next time. Bye-bye.